Happy Easter. I'm making this video Sunday the 20th of April 2025. Today's Easter, but Easter happens every year on different dates, different months. As opposed to enlightenment, it's all a big rabbit, isn't it? Big rabbit hole we've fallen down in this plane, the earth plane. The bigger picture is becoming more apparent. We're under attack in the UK as opposed to EMFs, towers, our areas. Myself being on a targeted list. That's mainly what I want to speak about. It's related to everything. It's related to your DNA, your records, everywhere you've been, your carbon footprint. I can spy on us anywhere really, but where I am there's 5G towers all over, within a 10-mile radius, and they've been putting more of them up. Even the street lights have got emitters on. This is all peer-reviewed science. These towers have no safety with them. Everyone's at risk at the moment. So yeah, I think we need to become more aware of what's going on in our environment and get the word out. We need to get something done with these councils. They're obviously ignoring certain things that need to change with the environment that they're ignoring. The bioengineering, live near a university, it's like you're at home all the time. Got no freedom. They're like 50-minute cities. It's what it's like and how it's changed. The grid's been off 3 times in the year, this year. So weather's, you can tell it's a bit man-made, manufactured with these patterns I've got as well. We need to start getting more groups together in our local areas, but unfortunately I don't speak to half my neighbours, and it seems like you're walking around and no one's awake, and then even the authorities, as in my own circumstances, they don't believe that these things are happening. You report them. I've even reported fraud, and even that's been ignored. Seeking possession of my home, just loads of different things I'm having to deal with at the moment. The education board, taking my daughter out of school. Even that, I've been targeted with that. My daughter's been targeted. She's neurodivergent, so am I. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and also with the NHS, I was rushed to hospital last week. I can't remember the date now, but not rushed, but I mean I had heart problems. I have heart problems since 2018, myocarditis. Even that, I can't get my own medical records from the hospital as yet. It takes a month. It's all time consuming. Been doing this since last July, trying to get more information since I found my details on the dark web. I had somebody helping me with that, regarding cyber, Jew weapons. I'm also in contact with justice, targeted justice. I've sent 2 letters to the USA, to the judges, and another one to Cash Patel regarding this targeting program that they've got here in the UK. The various ones they've got going on, things they're not telling us about here. It affects everything. The electromagnetic field, these EMFs affect your frequency. They lower your vibration. You know, it's very dense here. My family's not safe here. So I'm gonna have to move at some point. Safer. It's not safe here at all. I feel like if I'm being attacked, then my whole family's under threat as well. And anybody that speaks up against these people ends up being attacked, which I'm already being attacked and having to fight back. So, yeah, they're trying to take me to court for possession of my home that I've been in for 19 years. I've lived here, paid rent here for 19 years. They're not even registered with the FCA. The work they've done is not up to scratch. They've been trying to decarbonise my house. They've allowed private landlords to do digging works. It's an old Victorian house with 2 separate addresses. There's 2 separate ECG energy certificates for the house. Both are, one side is an E and one side is a D, but it's the same house. So obviously it's fraudulent, and my understanding, even though the work's been done, it's not adequate. The roofing work, you can see foam sticking out the roof. The energy is just off in the house anyway, because they try to put me a 5G meter in, smart meter that I've unplugged because I won't remove it. I rung over up complaining about that. They cancelled my case. Yeah, so it's brick wall with everything. Even though I'm doing all these things, now it's getting done. People are just taking my information and not giving me no assistance, things like that. It's all part of a target programme, as I'm aware. And when you call them out on it, or you question it, like when I was in hospital the other week, I ended up getting an ambulance, took me down. The ambulance staff, I can't complain, they were great. Paramedics, because he made me I said, you go down to hospital for a blood test. And I'm like, oh, if I have to, kind of thing, because sometimes it doesn't show up. But I mean, they said my blood was correct, it was right, and it hasn't been right, because I've already done a doctor's data subject access request. I've asked for my blood. My white cells are fighting something in my body. I've told them it's my heart. They're trying to get me to go for a camera below that I don't need. It's my heart, obviously. I know it's my heart that's fighting off something, because I can feel it. I've had no help from the NHS whatsoever. Like I say, I've had an ablation done 2018. Still don't know what caused it or anything. The Dr. Page was trying to get to the bottom of it. I still got no answers. They're taking time to even get back to me. They've also taken done a genetics test as well, which I'm also concerned about, because I just had no feedback as to anything as to what's going on, other than the fact he said that something's attacked the centre of my heart and I had to have an ablation done while I was awake with no anaesthetic. And obviously I'm waiting for records coming back from radiology as well. Another thing I've recently found out is that the birth certificate, I've had to ask for my own records, but I've had to ask for my own records. In order to do that, I need to ask for my dead mother's records, which is quite alarming. In order to see my own birth data, I have to ask for my mum's birth data, basically. Yeah, so it's bizarre, and it just shows you that the birth certificate is a dead entity. So they treat you like a dead entity when you go to these hospitals, because they're not even, I don't believe they're fully qualified to even diagnose things, because they don't know astrology, whereas I do. My problem being I've done the spiritual side of that as part of the awakening, only to realise that there's more enemies I've still got to get rid of. Not only within my own sphere throughout life, it's an ongoing number of issues, all connected to probably ancestry as well. A lot of generational curses regarding my ancestry, my mum's side, and my dad's side actually. because they all play a big part in this. They've all been traumatised, they all had horrific deaths. Yeah, so, yeah, in order to get my own records, I need to get my mum's records. My mum was born in 1953 when these birth, deaths and registrations first occurred, and this is what the problem is. I was also baptised under the Church of England. You know, who ain't gonna have issues with what's going on in the world? You're baptised under the Church of Satan, Church of England. You know, some of us are seers, watchers of what's going on. And leaving this plane can't bow down to that Satan mentality and this wickedness that they think we're stupid, that we don't see. You know, loops, hoops, Olympic Games is also part of it. All symbols, signs. You know, you need to look into esoteric knowledge. You need to know who you are. Me being a starseed, part of the Great Awakening. And children are also starseeds. There's millions of starseeds that need to awaken. And maybe, you know, it could be the Great Migration, because there is no future here the way things are. It's not sustainable. You know, the water's poisoned, the skies are poisoned. Paying dead rent. And really what we're paying for on our own planet. In our own solar system, you know, it's going around a 26,000 year cycle. I'll probably add to this video actually. This is like a freestyle, deep dive really on my current chaos turned victory, I hope. Because you only get one life, and if you're classed as dead anyway, what debts have you got? We need to get rid of this debt. The NHS is in debt. How can the NHS be in debt? The hospital I was born at, St Mary's, I've been passed around the whole freaking place just to get my own records. St Mary's is a government hospital. And this was all programmed. My mum was programmed probably on the MK Ultra spectrum, possibly. She did have measles in her eye, I remember her telling me, when she was a kid, here in Leeds. It used to be Quarry Hill Flats. Now, my mum taught me a lot about history, you see, and my grandparents, and some of them I remember from being little. Born in the 70s, born in 74. So I know a lot of my family history here. And quite a bit of it, and yeah. Plus I lived abroad, I lived in South Africa as well for 5 years. We immigrated there in 1982, but that's another story. I'll probably make another video at some point. But yeah, keep listening for the next one, and thanks for listening. And if there's any questions or anything you want to ask me, or please feel free, and thanks. Happy Easter.